Hey guys, welcome to this
Hello.
episode of Intentionally Blank D&D. I'm your DM Kyle. I'm joined by the lovely players Dakota, Levi, and Paisley.
Hello.
Hello.
I love when people jump the gun.
We weren't ready for the hello.
um, Before we begin, I believe we have some announcements.
Yeah. The biggest thing, and everybody who's into D&D pretty much knows about this already. There was some information um, about the future of D&D, and I don't really know what to say about it right now. Besides the fact that we are waiting to see what is going to happen, but there may be some changes here in the future.
Yeah, so I'd say what we should say right now is just there's been some leaked information, nothing technically official about D&D and their game license and how we can create content. So we'll probably just talk about that when it becomes official.
Though I do want to say that I support and stand behind the people that are angry about the leaked information.
Yep.
Just not jumping the gun until we get an official information about it all.
Mm-hmm.
Though I do believe that D&D should remain open.
Yep.
And then we won't be streaming next week.
Correct. Other than that, I don't think we have any information about Talespire really.
I was gonna say I don't think anything.
Yeah, this weekend they're doing some bug fixes, getting together, like in person, but haven't really heard anything back on what we talked about last time. So.
Oh, also, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Do it, or else. First things I've said on the stream. So, oh yeah.
All right. Then, do you guys have any other announcements, or can we get into it?
Levi's enema healed real nicely. I checked it out this morning.
Nice. I'm glad about that.
He doesn't know that I checked it out.
Okay.
He obviously knows about the enema, but
Yeah.
Didn't want him to feel shy about it.
yeah.
That's how good of a friend we are.
Yeah, I knew he was just too shy to bring it up himself, so I just figured I'd help him out there.
Congratulations, Levi.
Congratulations on your.
Right? All right.
Weirdo.
Last time on D&D,
This is our first session.
the favored
No, it's
few
not.
started their morning after camping out at a crossroads towards a orc camp that they've heard the night before. They set some food down and a little note saying, I believe it was like, just here's some food.
With my name.
With your name. And went on their way. This prompted Asher's patron to whisper in her ear, just saying, wish that would have been funner. Kind of boring, but other than that, nothing happened. As the morning went on, they came across a kind of put together shack. And getting closer.
Did you give me the item?
Nope, I forgot to put that in you, but I'll get that later.
Next time on D&D.
Yeah.
you have an item.
But yeah, you guys came across the shack. Getting closer, a voice told you not to get any closer. Asher did and fell into what seemed to be a pit trap, and a goblin came hopping along, sitting in a throne, kind of giggling, seeing that someone fell into his trap. And as soon as he sat down, Hoovel sniped him from a tree and killed him in one shot. Blanche, going down, who was trailing him, picked up his knife from his side and seemed to really like it.
It was a good knife.
Yeah. They continue on. Other things that happened of importance during their travel was that they came across like a guard stop, where they showed them some wanted posters. They were shown 4 different people. I believe you guys recognized 3 of them. You recognize the name Olar from the orc. You recognize the picture of Graf, the human, who you guys were then given the wanted poster to turn in, because you guys had killed them. You guys also recognize Ismali the goblin male, who had a very large bounty. Continuing
What was
on,
the bounty for him again?
3,000 gold. The others were 900, 300, and 100. So, far larger than the rest. You guys continue along your journey, and a little bit before you reach the city, you came across a monolith, which Asher told you guys is for Cinder, along with a person praying at it. You offered some gold to the praying man, as well as just some like words of comfort and just small conversation. Upon leaving, the older gentleman offered some advice to Asher and said to be careful with her patron. But no more words were addressed, and Asher, as you left, you heard a whisper in your ear saying to not listen to what he had said.
Suspicious, but I'm gonna let that one fly.
But about an hour before sunset, you guys reach the town of Ventento, your destination. It is the city on the Great Lake. You guys arrive in the outer parts of town where they have somewhat built out away from the lake, and have started building just a regular town structure. But the rest of the day is yours for whatever you guys would like to do.
Well, I'm going to continue bringing the cart in.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to find somebody if there's anybody walking the path, or if not, I'll probably stop over at the first building I see over here.
Mm-hmm. And for just my sake, I'm just gonna move you guys as a group and say that you're moving with the cart. And then as you move into town, you come to a crossroads, but there is one person here pulling a cart of what looks to be coal. And then off to the side, you do see a building with 3 people in it.
Okay. I pull up next to the guy with the coal.
Okay. Pulling up, you see what looks to be a rugged, older gentleman, kind of like patched up shirt, like that wrinkly skin that looks to have had a lot of time around coal and things like that, where it's just like looks to be permanently dirty. And as you come along, his permanent frowned face kind of turns towards you and nods slightly as he slows to a stop.
Excuse me, sir. Could you direct us to Commander Jamie? I'd say, like, quizzically.
Yeah. He points down the road, this way, and says, "Keep going down the road. Cross the bridge. You'll have to drop off your horses before you do so. Once you're inside town, keep going south. Big stone building, can't miss it."
I toss a copper his direction and thank him. And keep going.
Yeah, he catches it and nods and continues along his way as well.
And then I just follow his directions. I'm just looking around, just keeping my eyes around town to, see the people that I see, familiarize myself with the buildings that are around. And...
Okay. So yeah, make a perception and an insight, and if anyone else wants to do this as well, they can.
I would too.
I will point out one thing.
Yep.
The urchin background that I have.
Yep.
It has the feature City Secrets.
Okay. What is that?
You know the secret patterns and flow to cities and can find passages through urban settings.
Okay.
I'm just trying to familiarize myself for things like this.
Okay.
It allows passage between two locations in a city to be twice as fast as it would normally allow.
Nice.
But because this is a new city, I'm assuming that it's not. I'm just
Mhm.
bringing it up. So if I bring it up
Yeah,
later,
you're
you're not
familiarizing yourself with the layout.
exactly.
Okay.
And then what am I rolling?
Kind of looking around.
So everyone who wants to can roll a perception first, and then after you guys roll all those, I'll have you roll insight.
It's 12.
I got a
Actually,
12.
it's a 13.
Okay. And then Levi, do you want to, or are you just kind of chilling?
Yeah, I'll just follow people.
Okay.
What was the
When
second
trouble
roll,
starts,
sorry?
I can kill someone.
It was insight, but I'll tell you guys what you see for perception first.
Okay.
So for perception-wise, you guys look around. The open building that you guys passed, there was 3 people, and they seem to just kind of be talking amongst themselves. To your left, you see what looks to be a graveyard with someone currently digging a grave. You see off to your right, you pass what looks to be a blacksmith, probably where that gentleman was going. But as you continue along your way, you just see kind of a normal looking town until you kind of get to the center of it, where it's just like very congested town center. There's just a bunch of boxes and kind of like a couple stalls. There looks to be what seems to be a church off to your left, and as you guys are passing by, you can hear someone loudly talking inside. You can't really pick up what they're saying per se, but you can tell people are in there doing things. But other than that, you see a bunch of smaller buildings kind of put together with wood and straw, except for one large building off to the side, which looks to be more professionally built rather than log cabiny. I would now like you guys to roll your insight.
I rolled a 15.
Okay.
Mine's a unnatural 20.
Nice.
Unnatural or natural?
Unnatural.
Unnatural.
My insight's a +9.
Oh, nice.
Mine's a 22. Or
Nice.
a 20 also.
So yeah, as you guys pass through here, it seems like just a ordinary town right off the bat, but you can tell might not be the most well off out here, considering that most of the housing looks self-built, other than that one large building there. And you can tell just the people seem to be reserved. There's not a lot of people just walking about carefree, kind of how you're used to in the big city. A lot of people just walking around, maybe just taking a stroll. People here seem to either be walking towards something or
Walking back from something.
walking back from something. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of leisurely
People are
strolls.
moving with a purpose.
You do hear a town crier off to the side here. just kind of yelling out. um,
When's my turn to be town crier?
uh, more members missing, and more attacks coming, and just kind of like repeating very basic headlines of like more tragedy coming.
Well, dang. We're gonna turn this town around, boys.
Don't ever listen to VNN.
If you want to know more, buy a paper. What? These two people are getting married? But yeah, that's kind of what you guys pick up is looks pretty basic, but people are definitely not well off that you've seen so far.
Find out which celebrities' lewds were leaked.
Do you guys continue on?
Just an ankle showing.
Yeah.
You'll
Scandalous.
never.
Just the title scandalous, and it shows an
As
ankle.
we pass by here,
Mhm.
I do want to make a note of reading the sign.
Okay. It says Hardvar's Inn and Meadery,
Okay.
or not Meadery. Inn and Bar.
And brewery.
Yeah.
Do they make their own drinks there?
Not brewery.
Okay.
Inn and Bar.
So just a tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then I continue past it.
Okay. As you guys continue along, you
I
do
like these carts.
Yeah, I do too.
Those are some good looking.
You see, off to your left, you see just a circle of people cooking and talking amongst themselves. They pay you no mind as you parade through. Seems like they've been here for some time, as some of the carts have like grass growing up around some of the wheels, and like the wood or mud just kind of like caked up around the area.
Caked
yeah.
up around your area.
Okay. But
Damn.
yeah, and then you guys arrive at the bridge into the inner town.
There. You now have grass growing on the.
Nice.
Cool. You guys continue in.
Yep.
Getting in, it is starting to get a bit cramped for your cart.
We're fine.
But you pass by this house, and just as you're passing by, you read on the sign, "Welcome to Ventento. Ring at window for a guide."
I continue on.
Yep. You guys pull the horses across a very long wooden bridge, and as you cross it, you can see kind of people pulling in their boats for.
How is our cart supposed to get out of here?
I don't know. They told you to leave your cart before you got to the bridge.
You did.
Yeah, well, that's fine. It's not our cart.
Fair enough.
But you do see some people on their boats, kind of like starting to move in for the night. But then you see other boats kind of going out for the night, doing night fishing and such. But at this point, you guys.
I also thought he said across the bridge.
No.
No, that could have just been me mishearing it.
I might have missed
Too
it.
late.
I don't know. But at this point, you guys do not
that's
have room
fine.
for your cart. But I'll say you can park it right here.
Yep. That is fine by me.
Okay. I start heading out.
Okay. Yeah, so as you cross the bridge and kind of get through this covered building, you step out on the...
Hoovel, would you like to stay with the cart for a moment? Until we
Sure.
find our lodging?
Hop on the back of the cart.
And then I follow Asher.
As you guys step out, you see some more people set up in kind of like a camp-like fashion. You see people cooking fish, as well as people gathered up and just kind of talking amongst themselves. They don't seem to be down in spirits at all. Like, they're not, in hovels, kind of huddled up and dirtied. They just seem to be talking amongst themselves. As you pass by, you see, like, 4 people over here talking around a campfire, and then you see a guard kind of talking and listening with them. But he doesn't seem to be, like, questioning them or anything, just somewhat part of the group.
I continue towards the other end of this little section of the town, towards the stone building we were told about.
Okay. You guys continue along. You see another stall with people selling fruits and vegetables. As you go by, they kind of, like, try to prod you, but as you walk by, they don't continue to get you to come back. You guys cross this another wooden bridge, passing into more of like a stone set part of the town, and you can already tell you guys have been walking for like 5 minutes, and you've like passed through 3 or 4 different like styles of building throughout the town.
Right.
It seems like it has been built in sections. Like maybe the stone part was built somewhat early, and then it was built out, and then built out, and then built out. But yeah, you guys climb the stairs on the stone section. You can see a few guards off to the side, kind of practicing throwing axes, shooting bows, and sword practice. And in front of you, you see a large wooden gate with 1 guard on top and 1 guard in front.
I go talk to the bottom. I mean, the other guard that's down below.
Okay. Yes, hello, state your business here, in Ventento and with, the guard here.
Are you the guard here?
Yes, the guard.
Do you guys only have 1 guard?
No, we have multiple guards.
I'm...
I shoulder side. Hello.
Hello.
We are looking to speak to the captain. We have orders.
I push her out of the way. Yeah, we were told to talk to Captain Jamie about this wanted poster.
Yes, Commander Jane, will, see you about these, things, and kind of, yells up to the other one. Please open the gate. I'll escort these, 2 to the commander. And the other one kind of is just like, alright. Shrugs and, walks down the gate, and you guys, have a couple minutes just kind of standing here.
While that's happening, I pull Asher off to the side a little bit over here. We are not here on orders.
Oh.
Our mission
Right.
here is a secret. Stop telling people that.
Oh, you are right. Okay. Order of this poster. It really spoke to me. Feels like a command. Yes.
Glad we're on the same page now.
Oh, yeah.
As you guys are kind of like whispering amongst yourselves, the guard kind of like yells up a little over to you guys, and it's just like, So where are you guys from?
We made our way from Kazdon.
The big city. What's it like out there? I've never made my way myself.
Big.
Cool, cool. And then another minute of awkward silence before the gate creaks open. And you can see the guard kind of standing behind with like just a lever. Very obviously he could have opened it up in like 2 seconds, but he was taking his time.
Nice.
And as he closes it behind you, see the guard at the front is following you guys as you make your way in. And he kind of just points in. Yes, the commander is in this wooden building over here. The stone building over here is where us guards like to hang out. You're walking away, and he's like kind of like speaking a bit louder as you walk away, but not following you anymore.
And then I knock and go to open this door.
Okay. You knock and you hear a voice say, "Ah, come in." And open the door, and it is open. Please.
I do close the door behind me.
Okay. And you see behind the desk a full-clad commander armor sitting with their hands kind of like underneath their chin with like a beckoning hand, and says, please state your business.
I take out the commander's pendant.
Okay.
And I just slide it across the table.
Okay. And you can see like a cock in the head, and just say, "Ah, well, I believe you would be the favorite few then."
Correct.
The commander said you would be arriving. You guys are here a day earlier than I anticipated, which I do appreciate punctuality. So, you are here to talk about your missions. I believe the general has given your group all of the missions that you will be completing while you are here.
Yes. I've already been coming up with a game plan for that.
I'm glad to hear. And I would like to just not beat around the bush. The general told me about your group, and that being said, I do not personally trust you all that much, but I trust the general, and I will be going along with his plans. So, as for our involvement...
For any of the trouble that my teammates have caused back in Kazdon, I'm here to make sure that that does not happen.
I do appreciate that. As for our involvement during these missions, please keep any involvement between us a secret and to a minimal. Do any of you or your group, I assume you have more members as you say group, have any means of magical contact?
I have message.
Message, that would be perfect. Whenever possible, please, maybe stand outside and send a message, and I'll almost always be here unless there's some larger issue. And if there is, you would have heard about it.
Okay. Can do.
As
Just like status reports?
The times that you will contact me would be if it is absolutely necessary for any of your missions, or if you have a task to turn in, I will be the one to reward you, as no one else here is briefed. That being said, oh, go on.
Speaking of tasks, I take out the wanted poster.
Mm-hmm.
I place that on the table and I say, "This man has been taken care of along our travels. We have some of his belongings on the cart."
Ah, well, with our certain predicament, I will choose to believe you and check in on it later, but, and puts 100 gold out on the table. If it turns out that they are not taken care of, I will gladly take that back from you.
Of course.
Oh.
I will leave the cart, which was a gift from the general, to get us here. As long as the horses, with his belongings, for you guys to take care of.
Very well. Okay.
So you can use his stuff to confirm our involvement in this matter. Where would we be staying?
We have 2 housing options available for your group to use as you stay here. You have a choice of a building that's fairly close to here, and if you have message, it might be good. I believe it's close enough. Or we also have an option more on the outskirts of town. You must have passed it on the way in. If either of those sound good to your group, we will allow you to use that while you are staying in town as a loaned abode.
Choices. What should we do?
Well, what is this building that we have passed?
It's just a small wooden building, straw roof, most same as the ones that you guys have seen. You are also welcome to camp out, as you've seen a lot of citizens have chosen to do so.
Well,
If that makes you more comfortable.
I think at least for the time being, the one that we may have already passed might suffice for now.
Terrific. I will get that in the books, that has been taken. And then kind of gives you directions to it. It's small wooden house, like right next to the blacksmith, like just past it.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. And then one final matter. Where is this guild?
The guild in the missions. They are set up on the northeastern side of the inner city. And she gives you directions, but I'll just highlight it.
Okay, yep, got it.
They call themselves the Miracle Mercenaries. I do believe that the people inside that building are of the lower members, so that might not be a bad place to start for that one.
Anything else that you would like to tell us before we unpack?
Yes, just a tip. As I said, involvement between us should be kept to a minimum. So, even when you are finishing your missions, people seeing you come in and out of the commander's quarters with bounties will likely tip them off. And some of these missions may become worried that a group of people came into the town and immediately started taking care of all of these issues that we've been having. So I would just offer a warning as to how often you are bringing these in.
Of course.
Okay. Collect multiple. Come back with a handful. Fair enough.
Other than that, I believe our business is done. Unless either of you have anything left.
I don't think so.
I do not, and I go to leave.
Alright.
Okay. We'll be back in time.
And as you walk out, you hear, and this is where we lock up the prisoners when they get a little too rough. But and as you approach the gate, the one guard kind of comes down and opens it up. And then off in the distance, you hear, which can be kind of scary sometimes when, and the gate closes behind you guys. And
Can
you
I
no longer hear them.
choose to roll a 1 on perception?
Okay.
I just want to tune that guy out. Then I head back to the cart where Hoovel's at.
Okay. Yeah, and you get back to the cart and you can see no one's really paying you guys any mind.
Okay.
Couple people might here and there kind of like, hey, do you guys see that cart up there? But other than that, people aren't paying your group specifically any mind.
Yeah. I tell Hoovel that we're going to be staying in a building this way. Leave the cart. Just grab our stuff. And I start grabbing our stuff off of the cart.
Alright. So yeah, anything that you guys have on your character sheets, the only thing that they gave you on the cart specifically was like rations and stuff, which you guys have gone through to get here.
I also grabbed the barrel of mead.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And I head to our new house.
Alright. Yeah, so I'll highlight it for everyone, but this is the house that they have given to you guys to use while you are doing these missions.
Over here. You're closer, well, on the other side. I'm on the roof.
Yeah, as you guys approach, and they gave you the keys to the place.
Okay.
So you go to unlock the door, open it up, and it is a very small, just one room house. It's
Awful roof. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna set it.
Oh, does it go up
It
every
does.
time?
Yeah, it does the thing.
I can fix that real quick. But yeah, as you guys go in, it's a very small, just like one room house that you guys can use.
Okay. Well, this just won't do very long.
Yikes. Yeah.
I drop off barrel of mead.
All right.
And I think I'm just gonna call it a night.
Okay. Yeah, it is at this point sunset, so in like probably 10-15 minutes it will be nighttime.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
I like
sadly poke at the fire. Like,
Yeah,
and that's our store.
Set up my little bedroll on this bench.
Okay.
I'd like to turn into a tabaxi and kind of lay by the fire, warm my furs.
Okay. Do you have one of those in your morphs? Or
I believe I do. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then Hoovel, You're
You get the
staring.
bed.
You stand into the house and you see Tabaxi curled up in front of the fire. You see Blanche is taking a bench and an open bed.
I'll fly up on the roof.
Okay. So none of you guys are taking the bed.
No.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
Run into the bathroom.
You guys bed down for the night, and you guys do get a full night's rest. Hoovel, if you would like to roll a perception while you're outside.
Okay. $16.
Sweet. Other than the typical people going home, you do see kind of just after sunset, you see coming out of the church a like a group of people, all different races, all different shapes and sizes. They kind of come out, talk for a bit, and then all go their separate ways. And then you see, like a few minutes later, what looks to be a kind of well-dressed orc in long robes step out and kind of leisurely make his way past the house.
Okay. Is it usual for towns to have what I'm assuming is like a church service this late or whatever?
Let's see. The places that you've been is Kesdon, and you have been in. Oops. Let me make sure I get my city names right. I believe it's Civitag. Both places don't have like a strong sense of like needing to go to a church. It's kind of just like, yeah, people obviously believe in the gods because they are like very real. So there's not like a lot of reason to preach them, and people tend to just kind of self pray. So not a lot of like gatherings other than the Pantheon, obviously, where they have like huge sermons and stuff like that. But the places that you've been, other than that, they don't seem to like really gather.
Oh, Kyle. I forgot to tell you this, but I did add Corin the Goat Stone Rend.
Oh, dope. He looks awesome.
Yeah. I just forgot to tell you that I actually added it in here.
Well, alright, that seems suspicious to me, so I'm gonna quickly fly down and use disguise self on myself.
Okay.
I've returned.
How are you disguising yours? Or like, what do you disguise yourself as?
A hunched over old dude with like a big hunch on his back. And, like,
On the
a
roof?
walking- No.
Oh. I was
I'll just start following him from a distance.
Of course. You do this. There you go.
Yeah.
Alright. You follow him from a distance. I'll have you roll stealth as well.
Um, 23.
Okay. You follow him home, and he doesn't seem to be like looking around suspiciously or like even backwards. What the heck? He got stuck.
Hold on, inside of a tree.
Yeah.
He lives in the tree.
Yeah, he lives in the tree. But he seems to just be walking home. Very straight path, not like taking any turns. And then as he's walking, he sees like two people walking the other way, and just kind of like nods to them, and they kind of stop and give like a little deeper nod. Not nearly a bow, but definitely a sign of respect. As he continues walking, they walk past. And then eventually he reaches what looks to be a straw-roofed but better put together otherwise house. Opens it up and heads inside.
Alright, I'm gonna be a creep and look through the window.
Okay. Inside,
Stealthily.
you see him pouring a glass of reddish liquid, and kind of like sit down, kick his feet up, and kind of like stare into the fire as one hand is kind of like swirling the glass. Takes a sip every now and then. How long are you looking?
Until my duration for disguise self, which is an hour,
Okay.
expires.
Yeah, so I'd say after like 30 to 45 minutes of him just kind of like sitting, sipping his wine, kind of just like pushes the chair back in, puts the goblet down, and then heads to bed.
And just starts jerking off.
Alright, well, nothing interesting happened, so I'm gonna go back home.
Okay.
And I'll re-up my disguise self on the way back.
Okay. To look the same.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But other than that, nothing of real interest happens throughout the night. And before you know it, you can see the sunset appearing on the horizon.
Wait, we can see the sunset appearing on the horizon?
The sunrise.
That'd be
Son of a
wild.
bitch. But yeah, it is a new day. You guys all wake with a long rest.
Ah,
Okay.
I think today I'm into bed. What do you think? I give myself a tummy scratch. Oh, yeah.
Jack does like the cat scratch when she wakes up.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I think today I'm a tabaxi.
It's pretty comfortable. What's up with this door? Oh, okay. The hitbox was just high to request it open.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Alright, then I'm going to step out. Sorry, I'm also eating chips.
Mm-hmm.
you.
First things first, we need to find a place to get food.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm going to start wandering around, looking for a place that sells like basic necessities and stuff.
Okay. I mean,
Head in towards town to the market.
yeah, as you head down the street, you can see there are a few like stalls that sell basic fruits and vegetables, and then as well as another stall that sells like baked goods.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another stall in this area that sells like patchwork armor and weapons. Nothing obviously of like the magical variety, but like basic armor and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I look at this fish longingly. You seem tastier than usual.
But she's a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Adam,
As you approach, an older gentleman behind the counter is just like, if you see anything you'd like, just inquire.
And then I'm just gonna buy like a small variety of stuff that would last just a few days.
Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, technically you're buying other things, but if you want to write down, like, rations for how many days you'd like to buy.
Yeah. And I buy enough for all of us.
Okay.
So I'll times it by 3. So it'll be like, 3 days worth of rations.
Okay. Cool.
I request extra fishes. And I I point to his rack. How much?
Fish normally go for about silver. So I would say with those, I could do a silver per, or if you're buying multiple, more than 10 or so, I could do 3 copper past 10.
Yeah, I have 8 silvers. You take 8 silver, I take 8 fish. Yes?
Yes, that sounds terrific.
I start plucking them off the line.
Okay.
Fish for me. Fish for me. And I'm like putting it in my bag.
That was an awful deal.
I
How
that's
much
the
do I
only
owe for the 3 days worth of rations?
awful deal. Dude, that was like I don't even carry silver. 8 silver is
cost
all ahead
5
of my
silver
pocket.
per. So however many days you want, it's 5 silver per day per person.
He's not going to offer me a bulk deal?
If you'd like
And his
to
charisma.
if you'd
What
like
do you-
to buy in bulk, how many were you thinking of getting?
Well, 3 days would be 9 rations.
9 rations.
But that's
Oh.
fine. I already
Yeah.
paid him.
Okay. So yeah, you
Oh.
gather a bunch of different variety of foods.
Yeah, and I just like have a bundle of foods, and I thank him, and I bring that back to the house,
All right.
dropping that off. While I'm like ordering stuff, I just want to be talking to him.
Okay.
Just like normal chit chat, nothing specific. I just want to familiarize myself with him and have him be familiar with me. Just letting him know basic information, like, oh yeah, we just came into town. We're gonna be staying here for a little bit.
Oh, well, terrific. If there's anything you'd like to know, just ask. I tend to familiarize myself with the people coming in, people moving about, as I have the prime plot of land right here in the center of the outer town.
Oh yes, I see that. You're the very first person I see when I came out looking for food, so you will be seeing a lot of me.
Terrific. And then just as you're talking, you hear the town crier like, "Destruction coming!"
That guy. While you're heading back, I shoot you a message. I just say off to the tavern.
And I just reply with a copy. Okay, 1 second.
And
I'm getting a call from Jesse.
Okay.
Oh,
Then yeah, we'll follow you, Asher.
okay. I believe it was. We just passed it
Yeah,
on
that's
the way out of. It's this big building.
it's the very large, well put together building.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I believe I said it's Hardvar's
Hard bars.
bar
Tavern
and
and bar.
yeah.
Something like that.
But yeah, as you walk in, I would say there's less people here right now. I had these people for the night. But as it's early morning, you walk in, and it seems like there's one person sitting up at the counter, and then 2 people kind of like working behind the counter. And then in the back you can hear someone working. But yeah,
Okay.
I'll leave it at that.
Okay. I come up, take a spot
Okay.
next to this lad here.
And then you kind of see a dwarven man come up and kind of just peek over the counter to where you can see his eyes but not his mouth, and says, "What can I get you?"
Yes. One mead for me, please.
And reaches back and pours one and says, "Early drinking. I like it."
Mm. I drink like fish. Very little can put me down. I will put your mead to the test, yes?
I assure you, that's high quality stuff right there.
Oh. He places it in front of me.
Yeah.
Mm. I take a sip.
Okay, it's just regular mead. I mean, there's nothing really special about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk him up. So sweet. Where do you get your import from?
We get our import, let's see, straight from Keston.
Ah, I was just passing through Keystone. Was supposed to be passing through here, but looks like I'll be staying a while. I sip some more mead.
What has you staying here?
Little of this, little of that.
Mercenary types then.
Perhaps. My name is Kira. Your name?
My name's Hardvar.
I'm back.
Alright.
Oh, you're the owner of this bar then.
That I am.
I look around. You get much foot traffic through your place here?
Well, not normally this early. Just a couple repeat customers, as he kind of like shouts over your shoulder, and you can see like a woman kind of like slumped over the counter, kind of like flips him off and doesn't look at him though.
I take my mead and I have an arm around her shoulder at this point. Looks like you could use some more, yes?
And you're handing them your mead?
Yes.
Okay, and takes in, looks up at you, and you can see like the rosy cheeks as they gulp it down, and says, "I like you, Kira."
What does this person look like?
You can see female figure, blonde-ish hair, but kind of like raggedy blonde. Very like basic, like tunic and pants with a few patches sewn in. You can see kind of like roughed up sun scorched skin, so obviously someone who works outside quite often, but past that, just kind of like a rough exterior.
And you. That would be all now. How much do I owe you for your mead?
Well, I like you, so it will be 5 copper.
Oh. I put 5 copper on the counter. Okay. I do have copper, yay! I gotta find somewhere to break some gold.
I mean, normally people will also, like, break, if it's, like, close.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like in real life, if you go up to a place and they're like, it's 20, and you're like, I have a 50, they can normally break it, but if you're like, you know, hey, it's $5, and they're like, well, I have $100 bill, it's like, fuck you.
I give him a nod, and I am on my way out.
Alright.
Okay, scanning the area for Blanche.
Okay. So while you were in there, Blanche and Hoovel, what are you guys up to?
While I'm
Hoovel,
where?
your morph would have ended.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, after I dropped the food off and she told me she was going to the tavern, I would have left.
You would have.
Blanche is gonna just be wandering around the town, keeping an eye out for anybody, or any hearsay of any of the stuff that we're looking for in the pamphlet. I'm not doing anything in particular. I'm just kind of like more so familiarizing myself with the area, the people that are around.
Okay.
I'll probably end up be doing this to the start of each day for like a little while to see if I see any patterns from people or anything out of the ordinary type stuff.
Okay. I'll have you roll an investigation check.
Okay.
And then while he's doing that, Hoovel, would you like to be doing anything?
Yeah, I was gonna do the same thing.
Okay. I'll also
mine's
have
a
you roll
7.
investigation. 7. Okay.
I don't think I've rolled above like a 5 on my number today.
Yikes.
19.
Okay. So Blanche, you're going around and familiarizing yourself more with the territory. You don't really pick up any like side conversations, but you do familiarize yourself with just things around. Yeah, you see, like, you get and both you and who will get this idea, like, the outskirts seem to have built more recently, and seem to be more focused on, like, farming, but then, like, the far outskirts seem to be more, like, I wouldn't say prestigious buildings, but they're not farmers, they're people who have bought in those buildings that don't have to be in the center of town to get business and whatnot.
Okay. Are you talking about this corner
Yeah,
over here?
the far north.
Okay.
You do see one storefront called Bobbles and Bobs. And it
Do they
seems
do
to be
lures? Is it for fishing?
it seems to be kind of like a theatrical front to it.
Oh!
Other than that, you
Is that this building?
it's the building across the street that the two people are in front of.
Okay. This one also looks like a storefront.
Yeah, it's also a storefront. You can I guess they would have their door open, but it kind of looks like a pottery store is this one.
Okay.
The one that is named out front. You look inside as the door is open for business. And it just seems to be a plethora of like odd things. But other than that, you see one other building that also has a sign above it over here called Bobbles and Bob's Alchemy Workshop. So those two buildings seem to
Be owned by the same person.
be owned by the same person, but this one seemed to be closed and not really a storefront.
Yeah, mostly where he goes to, or they go to actually do their work.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll say, since you rolled a little bit lower, you would see that stuff and get accustomed with that.
But I didn't hear any juicy gossip. Or...
Yeah, you didn't hear any juicy gossip. Hoovel, as you're going around, I'll say you kind of like went off in the other direction, and searched around like more of the docks and such like that. And I
the person who's more natural to be around water.
Yeah, the bird.
And not the person who can breathe underwater.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you look around, and I'll say you kind of like get the feel of the town as well. There seems to be like the main dock area where a lot of people seem to like camp out. There are multiple buildings, but a lot of the area that would be freed up for like walkways and stuff just has tents and blankets and things everywhere. And like you saw as you walked in, the people in these tent areas don't seem to be like ragged or beaten down. That's where they're staying, and they get up and they go fishing. So they kind of do that. you do see kind of like an outskirts area off to the east that does seem to have more raggedy people that when they get up they don't really go fishing. That seems to be like the lower end of the town. And then as you look out, you see two just kind of like offshore small islands that seem to have a lot of housing built on them, but you don't see like a lot of storefronts or anything built on them.
Cool. Okay.
And I will say that's what you guys pull. Oh, and then Hoovel, since you rolled higher, you do hear about some people saying something along the lines of, "Oh, did you see that guard? Yeah, he was saying something about their eyes. I wouldn't want to go out there. It's so close." But unless you're trying to get closer, that's what you would hear.
Yeah, I just like mentally mark the area that those rumors are in, and I'll tell someone later that
Okay.
actually is good at talking to people.
Okay, yeah, you would have heard those rumors probably while you were still on the outskirts, not in the dock area.
Okay.
Yeah. I would also note, both of you would probably see it, along the outskirts, kind of just southwest of where you guys are. There's this larger house that still has like the same style of like self put together wood, but it is much larger than the rest. And there seems to be a couple guards out front, not like city guards, but like hired mercenary guards
Okay.
that are kind of just scoping out the front.
The guards are scoping out the
Or
front?
the guards are just kind of like
Stationed at the front?
stationed. Yeah, that's what.
Okay. I was like, scoping is... Are they trying to do something?
No, they seem to be
How
stationed.
do I
there.
get in on this?
But
Okay.
I'll say at that time, you kind of quickly do a once around, both of you, and come back. And as you're coming back, you see Asher in her tabaxi morph.
Okay.
So you guys are all back together again.
Yes. I'm standing up front of the building.
No, the bartender seems nice.
I point out the fact that there's a shop back there that you might be super interested in, Asher. Other than that, nothing really stood out to me yet.
I'm thinking we should too soon to check out the guild.
I think starting at the guild is going to be our best bet. I think that one's going to take some time to earn the trust and raise our ranks. Be
So
able
we
to
should
find any information.
probably get started now, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
this your guild person?
Oh. I step inside. I come back out as just like human Asher.
Is this your guild person?
Well, what do you want me to be? I'll be anything you want.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah. It might be safest to go as a tabaxi, actually.
Actually, no. Stay here. I have an idea. Here, as in this. Just follow me.
Okay. I'm coming.
You too, Hoovel. I yell back,
I'm coming.
and then I start making my way across, pushing past this, like, really inconveniently placed cart that somebody
Yeah,
just
as
left.
you move past, you see like a few guards kind of like staring at the cart, kind of like quizzically rubbing
Like,
their
how
heads.
did they get in here?
Yeah, it's like in a video game when you try to force your car through an area and then it gets like unimaginably stuck.
Right. Or like Austin Powers, where he's like,
Yeah, it's just like backed up in an impossibly squished area.
yeah. Then I make my way over to the guild building, which
Okay.
is this one.
Okay,
This one.
here we go.
Okay. You guys step in, and it's a kind of like an open wooden floor plan with stairs going up and then stairs on either side going down. Going down, you can kind of see like a few tables of people talking amongst themselves. A couple like laying out plans, and a couple just kicking up their feet and relaxing. But up the stairs, you see a long desk with a person behind it, kind of sorting papers.
Walk up to the long desk.
And the person behind the desk sorting papers kind of goes, "Oh, hello. I've not seen your faces around here. What can I do for you? Are you here to submit a request?"
Hello. We are the favored few. We are a traveling group of mercenaries looking to help out where we can.
So registration.
Yes.
Great. Let me get that paperwork. Kind of like scrambles a bit, pulls out some paper and slides it across to you guys, and it's just one sheet, and it's, you know, like similar to what you guys did when you got out of the school. It's group name, your guys' names, and like a way to contact you.
Mm-hmm. I
Carrier
thought
pigeon to this address. Oh, okay. I'm like leaning over his shoulder, seeing what he's writing.
I fill out the information.
All right. So yeah, you fill it out, and then put it. She puts it back into what looks to be a stack of papers, and says, "Well, great. We have some missions for newcomers right away. If you guys would like to grab something right now, or you can come back later. We tend to dish out requests to the lower members, and as you rise up, you can get more choices. And when you become a higher rank, then we will just call upon you for more strict requests that might need your services. But that tends to be far away, and not a lot of people get to that point. There's only a few of them."
Well, I'm sure you've heard of us. We were part of the Adventurers Guild as well as the Mercenaries Guild in Kesdon, in Civitag, and Hafna. We came this way to help expand our renown. So, if there's any way we can expedite this process.
And she takes your guys' paper out again. If you would like to roll a persuasion.
Can I assist?
Sure.
Um,
So I will
could
say...
I roll a deception instead because we're not part of the guilds in all
Oh, yeah.
of these other places?
Yeah. So Blanche, if you want to roll,
Oof.
either you roll one
Can't
and
help it.
roll with advantage, or have Asher roll one of them.
I mean, Asher rolled one before you ever said anything.
Yeah. So you have to take it. It was a 5.
Okay.
Before you even said to roll, she had already rolled.
Yeah.
Oh, because I asked if to assist, and
So,
yeah.
Dakota, if you would like to roll with advantage.
Yeah, I'd rather do that. There we go,
Oh.
24.
She's, well, we do
Oh,
have...
excuse me, 22.
Okay. We do
I looked at the
have, I'll mark down that you are seasoned adventurers, and you see her and she kind of like stamps it. So that will raise you above the ranks. If you don't know, we are more than a mercenary guild. We do more than fighting. We're not hired swords per se, but we're hired help. We do things ranging from helping people with their fields to helping catch people that are unseen, to fighting off monsters, to exploring and being hired bodyguards as well. So we try to cover all areas. So with you being more seasoned adventurers and trying to focus in on that, we just won't give you missions like picking carrots and catching fish.
Yeah, one of our goals for the favorite few in general is to go to cities and help people do what the average person couldn't do themselves.
Ah,
So, if you have anything along those lines that just seems too much, or or not mundane, we would absolutely like to help you guys out.
well, terrific. Yeah. We have an ongoing mission from the guards. We seem to be having some issues with monsters recently. So we just have a overall. Every time you bring back the head of a monster that's attacked the town, we give you a reward based on how difficult the monster is. And that's just an ongoing quest that you all can complete whenever that happens. We also have are you looking for a quest as of right now?
If you have something in mind.
Okay. And digs through the papers and pulls one out and says, some of the locals have been having issues with a bit of a larger fish, sometimes capsizing their rowboats. If your group could take care of that, that would definitely help out.
I think that is something that we can do without too much issue.
Terrific. Then I will assign that to your group, and you can see she takes a stamp and puts it both on your guys' paper that you signed and the quest.
I'm getting like Leviathan flashbacks. I'm kind of nervous. No.
Yeah, the one time you guys had a party wipe.
Ah.
You guys had another instance where you kind of had a party wipe, but that was your one major, like, yep, everyone's dead.
Oh, the Kraken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a Kraken.
It was
No, it was Leviathan.
it was technically
was
a Leviathan.
Yeah.
They're similar-ish.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Never
I thought
gonna
the
forgive you
Leviathan
for
was
that.
like a big whale or something.
Leviathan in D&D terms is kind of like a sea dragon.
Oh, okay.
Leviathan and other ones is like a island, moving islands. Usually depicted as like twins.
Yeah, but yeah, you guys fought like a sea dragon with like tentacles rather than back legs.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then I gather more information about it, like where it's happening,
Mhm.
when it happened.
Yeah, and it says it's not like larger boats, but it's rowboats that venture out more into the deeper waters past the two islands. The slightly larger than rowboats seem to have like bumps, but it doesn't normally tip them over. But it's getting annoying for them as well.
Yeah. Okay, then I thank her for the information and for making this an easy process, and then I head up.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are now a part of the Miracle Mercenaries.
Oh.
This is our second mercenary group we are technically a part of. So there's only a little bit of a lie.
Yeah, there's
There's an
definitely some lie in
embellish.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. She's just like, oh, I'm from Hafnar. And you're just like, fuck.
We could have joined them after she's lived here.
Yeah, no. It's like, oh, you're from Hafnar? Do you know? And then you're just like, no.
Well, I didn't say I was from Hafnar.
Yeah, but you did say you were in a group from Hafnar.
Yeah. I have no idea
Fine,
what
you
their
took
guild is
some
called
time
either.
But yeah, so you guys now have a heading with them.
Okay. As we leave, and we're walking around, I wait for an opportunity where there's like not people around where I can just talk freely.
Okay. Yeah, and as you walk out, head like a little bit southeast, along the more paved road, you can tell like not as many people. Maybe as you get closer to the docks, there's more people, but like around like this area, there's like no one.
Okay.
So I
I just talked to the party. I'm like, okay, so we have our footing in with the local guild here. We need to raise our ranks here so we can start getting into some of the inner circles.
to bypass the first levels.
The ongoing mission that she mentioned was one that we were already told about. It is in the briefing that we have received. So by helping with that, it'll be 2 birds with 1 stone. Sorry, Hovel.
He just looks super offended, like hand over his heart.
Yeah.
So that one we will be helping with whenever it does come up. This fish one, I think, if we can complete it, it will help raise our renown in town, so people will know us as helping the local people, as well as completing a mission for the guild. So I think that is a solid start. And then do keep your guys' eyes open for any of the people listed in the briefing. We want to just start figuring out people's patterns, the daily routines of everybody in town. That way we can start spotting things that are out of the ordinary. Because right now, nothing is out of the ordinary for us because we don't know what the ordinary is. Now,
Fair enough.
where can we borrow a boat?
You do see kind of like next to you guys, there seems to be a dock with a lot of boats, and out front you see a table with a man sitting at it. You can't really tell from here, like race or anything, but yeah. As you walk up, you see a man kind of sitting behind reading a book, crunching on a carrot. You can see what looks to be kind of like a gnomish figure with a very long red beard, very long red hair, kicked his feet up, halfway through a carrot reading a book. And as he turns it down and looks towards you, you guys do recognize this fellow.
Yep.
What?
Once you said the long red beard, I knew who it was.
I'm opening up my fucking pamphlet. I knew this was going to be a problem.
But he puts down the book and says, how can I help you?
Before, I was trying to say this while you were describing the guy.
Oh, yeah.
Was there a time frame that this thing would go after boats?
Not really. I'll say you asked. It's just kind of like whenever smaller boats go out past the islands, if they're out there for a bit, they get tipped over, and the thing doesn't seem to be like attacking people. It seems to be tipping over the boats and taking like food or stuff off of it.
Okay.
I was gonna complain about how low this tent was because it messed with my camera, and then I saw this. It's like, oh, okay. It's a tent for a dwarf, so it's like adjust my camera.
Yeah.
Then that's fine. Then I approach him and say, "Hello, sir. We would like to borrow one of your boats."
Well, rental for a regular rowboat is 2 gold per day. We can throw in a discount if you want to do a full week. That would be 10 gold for the full week.
something larger.
Uh,
We have
no.
3 men, so.
No.
if
What?
if you were looking for more of a fishing vessel, I have.
Rowboat would be absolutely fine.
Terrific.
Oh.
And let's just start for the day for now. I want to get used to the waters around here before I commit to anything more.
Terrific.
We're new around here.
I was gonna say I haven't recognized either of you. You do seem to be the colorful bunch, though.
We've been traveling for quite a ways, and just looking to get a little bit of relaxation in while we're here before we start getting into the daily grind.
Well, then, if you were just looking to relax, I would say that I would recommend that you don't take any of our small vessels out past the islands. Maybe row about town, things like that. People seem to be attacked by the local fishery.
Just
in
out
our
with it
smaller
then.
boats.
Okay.
But
And then,
if you do break our boats, I will say that it is 50 gold
Ooh.
as a compensation, but that won't be an issue if you do not break any of the boats. So,
Fair enough.
could I buy the boat from you?
I mean, if you want to just pay 50 gold right now,
I take out 50 gold.
all right. He kind of like,
It's like, you
eyebrows
passed it,
raised a
huh?
bit, and he's just like,
Yeah.
well then, puts it down and says, take your pick of boat. Any of the rowboats, they're all pretty similar. And kind of points at the 2 slightly large boats. Just neither of those.
Yeah. And then I put another gold on the table, and I say, if you accept, I will pay you a gold a week to house this.
Oh, well,
Just allow me to use your docks.
yeah, I would definitely appreciate that. People normally have places to dock, so I didn't ask, but I could definitely do that. Anytime you come
And
in
we
here,
are new in here. We are new to town, and we currently don't have a place along the shoreline.
that makes sense. Yeah, so anytime you come in, just hand me a gold, and whenever you take off, however many days it's been since it's been here, I'll just require that before you take it back out.
Sounds good.
And with that, he kind of like puts the coin pouch on his belt and ties it real tight, and kind of like closes his book. And after he sees that you guys have like picked out your boat and stuff, you see him go off and go into the house next to the docks.
Okay. I was gonna say, I want to see where he's going if he does.
And if you stick around for a bit, he does come back out after a little bit.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for Hoovel.
Okay.
A lot of bold moves today, mister. What the heck? Throwing our name around, dropping the 50 gold.
Remember what the captain said? If we kept going in there, people would get suspicious. But if we have a name for ourselves as a traveling adventuring party, completing quests won't be suspicious.
I suppose you're right. We have to have a reason to be here.
Also,
I've definitely gotten that question.
also, that man was in the briefing.
I recall.
I wanted to earn his trust a little bit faster. And nothing is faster than coin.
Gold speaks.
And then with that, I instantly start traveling past the islands.
Okay. I will say, as you all 3 get into this boat, it is a bit cramped. It's definitely made for 2 people.
Yeah, well, 2 of our people can fly, so...
Yeah. It's not that big of an issue, but I will say, if you're all sitting in it, it is cramped.
As we start, like, rowing out there, I'm like, I sure hope you're amphibious, just in case.
As we get past here,
Mm-hmm.
like, out towards, like, this area, I do just jump out of the boat.
Where are you heading? Sorry, I wasn't... Oh, that way. Okay.
I'm assuming this is the location that they were talking about.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put your boat. And then get you guys. Yeah, so as you guys travel along the path, passing by kind of like between the islands, you can see other fishermen. They look at you, and some of them look up and like give a nod. Some of them look and then don't acknowledge you whatsoever. But you guys do get past the islands out to where it seems like there's more large fishing boats.
Yeah. Blanche, like I said, after we get past the islands, he just dives into the water.
Okay.
And I'm going to be like kind of away from the boat, just swimming slightly under the surface, looking.
Okay. Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Why with disadvantage?
Because you're looking underwater. Unless you have something specific to where you can see underwater.
I don't know if there is anything specific that allows you to see underwater, but I'm not deep in water.
Right.
That's why I didn't think I would have
It's just not very
disadvantage.
clear water, so it'd be like looking through like a heavy mist. But you rolled a 20.
You said with disadvantage.
That's true.
So 5.
Okay.
So I figured it was clear water.
Mm-hmm.
So
So yeah, as you're looking
this is
around,
completely irrelevant then. It's 12.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're looking around and you see like fishes and the bottom of the lake, kind of like algae picking up. I will say, as you jump out into this water and you can breathe, correct?
Yeah.
You do notice that it is salt water.
Okay.
So even though it is a large Great Lake, it is ocean water.
Okay, and I swim faster than any boat out here, by the way.
Dope.
My swim speed is 45.
All right. Yeah. How long do you guys want to stay out here?
I'm assuming Paisley or Asher is going to be fishing.
Pass my line. Sorry, I said BRB.
Okay. So yeah. After a while, you guys kind of just like sit back.
And we let it just like kind of like coast around.
Mhm.
We're not staying in one spot.
Okay. After a bit, Blanche, I will say, you start seeing like kind of a shadowy figure, kind of coasting along the bottom of the water, and it's much larger than what you've seen.
Okay. In comparison to the size of the rowboat,
Probably about the same size.
okay. I finally break the surface.
Okay.
I'm waiting for Paisley. She just sat down.
All right.
I'm back. Yep.
I finally break the surface and I look towards Hoovel and Asher, and I just kind of give like a get ready,
Okay.
like
I-
inside.
I reel in my line.
I looked up at the stream and I saw that, Kyle.
Well, you'll be surprised still.
How
Yeah,
do my
so,
arrows work in water? Like, how well do they work?
sorry, what was that?
How well do my arrows work in water? The ghostly
I
one?
believe arrows underwater are always at disadvantage.
Mm.
And I
Unless I need
believe
to-
how it works
Underwater arrow.
is you can fire out to your short range, and then once it hits that, then the arrow is useless.
Oh, okay.
When I give the signal to like get ready, can I attempt to like swim down and hide?
Sure. So yeah, you rush up to give the signal, and you swim down. Make a stealth check. And what are you other two doing?
Oh gosh.
That's a 28.
Yeah, you feel hidden.
I'm gonna cast my my mage armor.
Okay. So you up on your mage armor, darkness kind of like surrounds you, and you feel a little bit more
How
evasive.
deep would you say the water is here?
Right around here, I'd say probably like 50 or so feet.
Okay.
Yeah, I should probably
so
make a separate water board if we're gonna be doing this.
Is it okay if I kind of is it okay if I ready an action?
Sure. Yeah, you spotted it ahead of time, so.
Okay. Then I would like to get like along the ground floor, directly underneath the boat.
Okay.
And I don't want to give too much of what I'm trying to do away.
Okay. So yeah, you position underneath the boat.
But
I will
when-
trust that.
when this thing goes underneath the boat to try to tip it is
Mhm.
when I want to do my thing.
Okay. I will trust that you will do that one specific thing.
Yes.
All right. And then Asher and Hoovel, you, Asher, you put your mage armor on. Hoovel, are you doing anything?
I'm gonna go 30 feet up and be flying.
Okay.
I look around. Man, how did I end up on the boat?
You can also fly.
I'm not gonna leave the boat.
That's fine.
Fucking, it was 50 gold.
It would be 50 gold if we lost the boat either way.
True.
All right. So you're 30 feet above the boat. And I will have you guys roll initiative.
Oh.
One.
Oh shit.
My initiative is a +5. So
Who
I rolled.
also got a 1.
All right.
I got a 13.
Mine's a 3. Good thing I have a held action.
Yeah.
And then Hoovel, what was your total?
8.
8. All right. So, Blanche, as you're waiting there, you see a shadowy figure appear and kind of like coast along the ground, and then as it's like 20 or so feet, laterally away from the boat, it takes like a sharp incline towards the boat. If you would like to take your action.
Yeah, so as it's heading up the boat, I'm going to like push myself off of the ground and follow right behind it. Right when it gets to the boat, I want to use both wraps to try to grapple him to the boat.
Oh, dope. Okay. So yeah. Making it bigger.
What is it? What are we fighting? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so this isn't a great representation, but you shoot up, it comes under the boat, it hits the bottom of the boat, and as soon as it does, you wrap around. Make a grapple check.
Dude, I
Kill a
have
dolphin.
my rolls are awful. It's a 10.
Okay.
Wait, I have advantage because I'm hidden?
Sure.
You did try and hide.
It's a 10.
Okay. It rolled a 7. So, you
Yeah.
still win. And I will show you guys what you see. If you guys look at stream, you'll see it in like 30 seconds. But you see now wrapped around the boat the like skinny pink flesh color with more red tendrils kind of coming from the back of its skull, large black eyes and a large tadpole-like tail. It's an axolotl.
Wow.
A very, very large one. So yeah, it is now grappled at the bottom of the boat.
Did it capsize the boat?
No.
Okay.
So I will say, as it was going to hit, you wrap around it and somewhat release some of the pressure of the impact.
Okay.
And then
But
I will get some.
Pacey would feel the boat rock.
Yeah, the
See
boat.
my wraps come around the outside.
Like,
The boat was
whoa,
definitely
Nelly.
hit, but not capsized. And then I will get. Here, I'll put atmosphere block there, and then trying to get some music going so it's not.
Dude, now
just...
if they add an oxalotl,
All right. So.
next creature update.
And then the people would say we're
Paisley.
mad if we thought so. What?
Make an oxalotl noise.
Love.
Blub,
Well.
blub, 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 blub.
They say no noise. They like fish. They just
But,
smile.
I'll say it's Asher's turn since you were prepared, so I won't say you're surprised.
I kind of like look at my situation. I'm like, what the fuck? Can I like dip my head over the side into the water and be like, inspired, like under there.
Inspired. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
She like dips her face and she says something. I see the bubbles and her thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
as you dip your head underwater, you now see this pink oxalotl,
like,
kind of like squirming, still like big black pupilless eyes, so you can't really see if it's like struggling from fear or anything. It's just like a blank stare directly into you.
oh, that's terrifying.
He's looking into your soul.
Or maybe he's just hungry.
But yeah, you inspire Blanche. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Well,
Oh, I just realized this is not an axolotl or an oxalotl. It is a thanks-a-lotl. Like a thank
Thanks
you.
a lot for you guys subscribing.
I love it.
That's horrible.
All of the more corny drops, please. So if I have time, can I test the wraps? And then maybe try and turn the boat around to be like, that'll hold. And then, like, swivel the boat. Is that too much to do in a turn?
The wraps, you can tell, are pretty tight. It's more so whether or not you think Blanche can hold this creature down. So it's not more so like the wraps themselves holding it, but Blanche's grappleness. So it's whether or not you believe in Blanche to keep it there.
Don't believe in yourself. Believe in me who believes in you.
I start spinning boats. Like, yep, that'll hold.
Okay.
I just kind of go.
I will have you make a strength. For
Oh, no.
athletics.
No! I forgot this is gonna be super heavy now. Okay, what do we got? My athletics, that's
Yep.
a +1, so 15.
All right. You did beat its athletics, so
Woo!
you begin turning the boat around, and I'll say you can move it like 30 feet.
Okay, good enough.
Good luck moving the boat while in combat, Kyle.
Yeah, this sucks.
Sorry, dude.
So it's about here.
Yep. And then it would not move Hoovel. I don't know why it grabbed him.
Because his base was there.
Oh yeah. All right. Is that your turn? I believe
Yep.
that's everything you can do.
Yeah.
All right, it is its turn. So it is going to start taking some tail slaps at Blanche, since you're within its reach. Or did you shoot out your reps? What were you trying to do with that?
Are you like bear hugging it?
Well, how big is the rowboat? Because my reps are a 15-foot range, but they have to wrap around, so I'd probably be within range.
Okay. Yeah, so he'll start taking some tail slaps at you.
Can it slap if I'm on its back, though?
I mean, it's just kind of like flailing around.
Okay.
I'll say it's with disadvantage.
Okay.
He's got little arms. Maybe it turns around.
19 to hit,
Yes.
and that one also hits. So it was more.
Oh, no. If it's more than 19, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my AC is between 14 and 19.
Okay. So you take 35 points of bludgeoning damage as the tail is like whipping around, and it catches you across the face like twice.
Well, we're gonna die.
Oh,
You said how much?
35.
Yep.
Oof. Yeah, that's a lot.
Hoovel. You are 30 feet in the air, and you can see this creature is like tied to the front of the ship, slightly underneath, and it's now like thrashing about.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot at it.
Okay.
Do I have advantage because it doesn't know I'm here? Because I'm in the air, above it.
You have
Well-
not hidden.
It's also grappled, and
Yeah, and it's also within 5 feet of your teammates. I think that's a thing that
Oh,
you get.
yeah.
So,
So I do have advantage.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you would get sneak attack since it's within 5 feet, but you wouldn't get advantage, I believe.
Oh. So I want
Or
to take
roll
the first one or
awful
roll it.
today.
Yeah, re-roll that.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Those suck.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Dope.
All right. And then I'm gonna use my
favorite foe.
favorite foe. So 6 of these. 4 of these. 8. 36 points of damage.
Alright.
And then I'll do my second attack.
Alright, go for it.
Yeah, that hits. No.
What was it?
It was
19.
a 19 on the die.
Yeah, that hits.
Hey, you don't know if that hits, Levi.
17 points of damage.
17. Alright. So yeah, you pull back and you release the second arrow. Going into it, you can see blood pooling around the boat. It is real rough.
Cool. That's turn.
Alright. Yeah, Blanche, it is your turn. You took 2 tail slaps to the face.
Yeah.
But you are now surrounded in just like a pool of bloody water. It's now thrashing much less as it seems to be on death's door.
Okay. Then I'm going to unsheath the dagger. Can I stab while I'm still grappled with it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, then stab, stab.
All right, go for it.
It's grappled. I don't think I have advantage from anything.
No, I think that just makes it speed 0.
Yeah, no, but I know there are like some feats and stuff that would give me advantage.
Yeah.
Every time I'm grappled, I think of what I was doing with Crom,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't think I have any of that stuff. So I think it's just this.
No!
Second attack.
No!
I'm gonna use Inspired.
Okay.
It's a D6.
It's a D6.
9, 15, 21.
That hits.
I don't have the weapon. Oh wait, no. It's also so it's 23.
Yep.
Um.
Yeah, I'll make sure to get
is
that
it
to you.
is it a D4?
Yeah, it's still the same as a
Okay.
dagger. And then D4 plus 2.
Yeah. So it's 5 plus 8 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh yeah. As it slaps me around with its tail, I'm going to, with my wraps still around it, I unsheath the dagger. I miss once, but then I get it around and I just slice its neck.
Dope. So yeah, you're getting slapped and you take a wild swing, misses, and then your dagger kind of guides you towards a sweet spot on it and go from like jaw to jaw, open up its neck, and just like the pool of blood, if it was dark already, is just now everywhere, and the thrashing quickly comes to a stop.
And then with that, I'm going to keep one of my wraps wrapped around it as I use the other one to help me back onto the boat.
Okay.
I'm just like beat to shit.
Yeah,
I
you're,
look at him wildly.
Like half of my face is just like a bruise.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, after you look at him and half his face is like Two-Face from like the old Batman cartoon, where it's just like purple.
I give him a bottle of dark liquor. And also look at the boat. Is there any damage to it?
You look at it, nothing's like, no water is pouring in as you guys stopped it before it could like really ram into it. But you look at like where it was thrashing around, and there's definitely some damage on the outside, but not enough to
I think
take on water.
I used mending. I'm just gonna do
Yeah, go for it. So
just I go.
yeah, on your way back, you can definitely cast mending a few times and get it to full repair.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, yeah. Then while one hand I have with the wrapped around this now carcass,
Mm-hmm.
the other one I'm using the oh no, this is rowboat. I can't. So basically, or Hoover will have to actually row.
Yeah.
It's not a paddle.
But yeah, I'll say, are you guys just bringing it back to the dock?
Wait, is this that paddle that's like the one on the back that you push up and down?
Yeah.
Okay, then I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, then yeah, I take us back to the dock.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just put your shit back. Bring you guys over.
Yeah. I don't have healing spells, but I do have liquor. That was the bottle from when we were pretending to be bad
A
guys.
healing spell?
Oh. Nope.
Don't bards have one healing spell?
They can. Or, I don't know if they can or if that was me taking it from the secrets.
Well, no, I thought there was the one like the healing word.
That That's one I took. I don't know if that's a bard spell or not. It could
I'm
be.
looking it up right now.
Yeah.
It's a word, so I would assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah, healing word. It's a first level spell you could take.
Should probably take that.
After I dock the boat, I'm
Yeah.
gonna just start dragging the body.
Okay.
I guess I help. Yeah. I'm not very strong, but I have the spirit, so.
Alright. I'll say, even though you guys aren't the strongest group, eventually you do like start getting it up, and then you can see as the red-haired gnome kind of
Dwarf.
like runs up
Oh, is
along
he
the
a gnome,
dock.
not a dwarf?
What?
Is he a gnome, not a dwarf?
Dwarf. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
And he like runs along the dock and kind of helps you guys pull it up, and it's a little difficult with its like rubbery skin, but you can see he has like some like meat hook like things where he kind of like puts it in the cut that you'd already made and pulls it up the rest of the way. And
Okay.
I was just like, oh, that's a mighty fine catch for your first day. It's been like a couple hours.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to worry about this thing capsizing any more of your boats.
I'd say so. It looks, and he kind of like kicks it a little bit. Looks pretty dead.
I point to the little fish hooks, like meat hooks that he has. Mind if I borrow these for a moment?
Of course. And
I'll bring them right back, and I just start dragging the body to the guild house.
okay.
Or to the mercenary place.
All right. Yeah, and it does take you guys a bit.
Yeah.
I'm like pushing at the tail or something. Trying to be useful, but not very useful.
I bring it inside.
Okay. I'll say with some pushing and shoving, you can get
You
it
get
inside.
in.
It doesn't really fit in the front door,
Oh,
but it kind of like does that thing where like you're pulling on it and like pop.
It's like a big couch.
Yeah, it's like a big
gotta
couch if it
angle
was constantly wet
Yeah.
and
So like
made of
a
rubber.
big couch. That's exactly what he can't even get it upstairs.
Nope.
I do just like bring it up here, throw it on the ground.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about this anymore.
Oh, okay.
Or sorry. You don't have to worry about this anymore because my face is swollen.
Yeah. Okay. Terrific. I wasn't expecting you back already, but
The
that's
favorite few gets the job done.
terrific. I'll mark that as
I keep throwing the
complete.
favorite few name.
Yeah. And she takes out the thing, and you can tell, or like you guys can see, a few of the people that were downstairs kind of peek their head up. You see on one side of the stairs, you see what looks to be a warforged and a bugbear. And then on the other side, you see like a halfling, a goblin, and a half orc. They all kind of like peek out from downstairs.
As they come up, I say, any of you fellas know how to cook?
They're like, yeah.
yay!
And any of you fellas know how to fix my face?
They all kind of like look at each other, like hands rubbing on the back of their neck.
No.
Not a single healer?
Not a single healer.
Then how about an ale?
yeah.
Yeah, there's one magic user from the looks of it, and they don't seem to be the cleric type.
Damn it.
But the lady behind the counter just says, I will mark that as complete. Terrific. And pulls the parchment out, stamps it with a different stamp. And then says, as soon as you guys want to do anything else, we're more than happy to give you more work to do. I know that's probably not what you're trying to do right now, as you look a little beat up. But yeah, if
Oh, this will be fine in the morning.
Long rest really does it.
and she kind of looks at your face and says, well, since it was guild business, and says, for the mission, and hands over a sack with, you don't count it right now, but it's 150 gold.
Okay.
And then she says, and if you take this to the church, you should be able to pay for a little bit of healing if you need it. And hands you another sack that has like 20 gold in it.
Okay.
That should get you at least most of the way. I don't know how much they charge.
I appreciate that. But now we feast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at this point it's getting a little bit later in the day, so
Do they serve drinks here, like down below?
I didn't have anywhere that they serve drinks or anything.
Okay.
This is kind of just like hang out / get your quests.
Alright. Then I come down. I come down and say, anyone who helps me take this to the tavern, drinks are on me.
They're all like, yeah! As like the Bugbear and Warforged pick it up like one end each with ease.
Yep. And then I just take everybody to the tavern and I buy a few rounds for everybody.
Okay, cool. So I'll say,
We'll go to the tavern just outside that Pacey went to.
all right. So it's 5 copper pieces per tankard. If you want to buy everyone one drink, it would be 25 copper. 2 drinks would be 50 copper.
Let's make it 4.
Okay. So 200 copper.
Yeah.
Or
Does that
20
turn into
gold.
gold yet?
Or
Okay, yeah.
two gold, 20
Yeah.
silver. Whatever
Yeah.
you want to do.
Whatever. Everybody gets 4 drinks.
Okay. Cool.
Hey.
I mean, 2 gold is nothing.
Yeah. This establishment doesn't have, super fancy drinks unless you ask for it. If you wanted like wine or anything, that would be a different story. But yeah, you buy everyone a bunch of drinks.
And I have them cook up the beast.
Yeah. And inside, you see as people are like gathering around, and from the back, you see a half orc fellow come out. You can tell that he's like has like instead of like dagger hilted on his belt, you see like a metal spoon, and on the other one like a cleaver. And he like immediately goes to work like out here because he can't fit it through the back, just like carving up this axolotl.
Yeah, sweet.
And then like taking chunks of it to the back to cook.
And as he's doing it, I'm like, anybody who wants food, feel free to feed them this. And anything we don't eat, you guys can keep. But I do walk up and as he's like butchering it, I take the head and I'm just saying I'm keeping this.
Okay. And you see him behind the counter. Says, well, that's mighty fine of you. So, I haven't seen your faces around here. I know a face and I never forget one. What do you call yourselves?
We just came into the town. We are the favored few.
I will make sure not to forget.
Okay.
And with that, we let the feasting begin.
All right, cool.
And I'm gonna use this time just to like make connections with everybody from the mercenary group.
Okay.
Reintroduce myself to.
Okay, so you reintroduce yourself as Asher.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. But people from the guild, anybody else here?
I guess since it's nighttime, there would be more people here. Um, doo-doo-doo. You see another table of what looks to be adventuring type. You don't really know if they are a part of the guild or not.
Do I notice if the other people from the mercenary group interact with them at all?
I'll say you notice that they don't.
Okay.
And then in the back, you see two people that don't seem to be adventurers.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Then yeah, we'll probably just continue into the night here.
Hmm.
Okay. And then if you want to get acquainted with the people at the guild, you first get acquainted with the two that you're next to. They're a Warforged and Bugbear duo. They don't have a third member, which normally parties have like 3 or 4. And they're kind of like the powerhouse duo.
Yeah.
They take on jobs that pretty much just need strength.
Yeah.
No,
Do I
none of this
know-
like finessey type stuff.
Yeah.
No mysteries. Just we want you to go do
You
this
need
one
muscle?
specific
We
thing.
got muscle.
Yeah.
Do I know they're standing?
After talking with this group and the other group, their standing is just pretty much like around where you guys are. They've been here not very long, and it seems like the people that are doing missions for the guild but aren't like recognized full-fledged members do jobs for like this guild house. And then the people who are recognized as the guild, who are given like pendants and robes and like paraphernalia that shows off that they are a part of the what did I name them? The Miracle Mercenaries. The people who are actually recognized a part of like the bigger guild do not like hang out there. They are just called in for jobs when they are needed.
Okay.
But yeah, these seem to be the group that have been there for a bit but haven't really made a name for themselves.
Okay. And is that the same for the other?
The other 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other 3 seem to be here less so than the other 2. The 2 seem to be like they've been there for a bit, but they haven't really like put themselves out there to raise in ranks.
Okay.
They kind of just do the odd job here and there. And then the other group seems to be newer, kind of like got here a week or 2 ago. And they are trying to raise in ranks and take as many jobs as they can, but they haven't made a name for themselves yet.
Okay. Then the group over here.
Mm-hmm.
When I go over there, I'm gonna bring another round for them.
Okay.
Sit down and just start talking with them. Because of the fact that they are actually trying to raise in the group or in the guild, I'm going to ask them a few more questions as we're talking. Just
Okay.
general things like the other members. Where does everybody else in the guild like to like to hang out and stuff after everything, to see if I can gather like, is there another tavern that people go to? Do they not really do anything outside of it?
Roll a persuasion with advantage, both because they're a little drunk and because you bought them a bunch of drinks and shit.
Persuasion
Here, be guys.
is a 16.
All right. So yeah, they're you can tell they get slightly uncomfortable talking about the higher ups. And they're like, no, they don't drink. They also don't eat with us if, and then they kind of like look at each other. They don't eat. I don't know. They kind of weird me out.
Oh, but I figured if you were trying to rise to their ranks, you would. Well, I guess you guys could just be doing it for your own renown, and that is fair enough. And I raise my drink.
Okay. And they also raise theirs and to money.
To money. Okay.
Yeah. You kind of just get the gist that people are uncomfortable talking about them.
Yeah,
and
that's fine.
are uncomfortable.
I was hoping
about
after
them.
a few drinks they would.
Yeah, no,
be a
they
little bit more comfortable. But...
They are a little more comfortable, and that's pretty much what you got after they were
Yeah.
more comfortable with it. I would say another thing that you get from them is that the other members tend to show up almost out of the blue. Like, they don't live around, as far as they can tell. Just whenever they are needed, they come in, grab whatever quest they need, and go do it. And then it's finished extremely quickly, and then they turn it in and leave to an undisclosed place.
Okay, so they don't hang around here.
No,
like,
they are 100% business.
Okay. Okay. Then yeah, we finish off our food and our drinks, and I just mingle with everybody here. Just let them and the I like talk to the tavern keep, and I'm like, let all the fishermen know they can safely travel back out.
And you can tell the tavern keep is a little drunk himself, drinking on the job. But he's just like, I will do that.
Yeah, remember, the favorite few is here to help.
All right, cool. So yeah, you guys have a night of party and rousing. After getting this huge creature given to everyone for food, and you give everyone drinks. Yeah, and people seem to know about you guys.
Yeah,
Yay.
and then afterwards I go back. I put the head close to the fire to like have it start to not be so slimy.
Oh, at your own place, or?
Yeah. After everything. At this point, the blood is probably all over the tavern floor.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really too worried about that. But I do put it off to the side, and then I just pass the fuck out.
Sweet. Oh. I'm trying to do something.
Oh, you're gonna place it there first.
Hello? I'd
Hello.
like to open the thing.
No.
Oh. Oh.
He's gonna mount it above the fireplace.
Here we go. Disregard the fin coming out of the back of the house. Dope.
I
So
find
yeah.
like the big head showing. I like take shape of like halfling and then like go sleep underneath the table or something this time. I don't think I actually have a halfling morph, but you know,
Okay.
I'll be the dwarf.
That is clearly a human.
I guess he is a human actually. Yeah, so I like shake my head and bury myself in blankets underneath there.
Yeah, I pass out backwards on the bed.
I don't know why this won't add to your morphs. I'll figure it out later.
Oh yeah.
Sweet. And then Hoover, are you passing out inside as well?
It is not
Uh,
wanting to add.
I'll go up to my roof, pass out.
Okay. Alright. You guys get a night's rest. I'll say you guys got here just after sunset. And you guys pass out. Hoover, you don't really see anything of import. Before you go to bed.
Oak doke.
Ah, nice.
But you guys do get a full rest. I will say.
Good, I need
No, I won't say that. The day is yours.
So I think we should call it here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll say your guys' first day in Ventento. You obviously have made a splash. Pun intended.
Oh.
With a somewhat mundane mission for your group. Seems to have been something that has been bothering people for some time, especially that you fed some of the group and bought them drinks. Seem to be getting along with the other groups at the guild that you guys joined. The town seems to look when you guys were parading a huge axolotl through town. Not something they see every day, so you guys also got the kind of like visual representation as well.
Yeah, and while we were doing that, I'm also telling people, like, those waters should be safe for you guys again.
Yeah.
Favorite few.
Yeah, we're shaking hands and we're kissing babies. Mayor shit. Killed it.
Cool. Then yeah, we will end the session there. With you guys having a good time on your first day in Ventento.
Oh,
We will
Yay.
pick up there next time.
we're making waves.
Making waves.
Whoa. Okay. Bye.
See ya bitches next time.
See ya, bitches, next time.
Ready, so bye.